yes, people. Good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. But this live stream is brought to you by Noble Gold Investments. The US dollar has lost 85% of its value since the 70s, when the dollar decoupled from gold, and the government seems bent on continuing the tradition. From now until after the next elections, the government can print as much money as they want. The last time they did that, inflation went up 9%. This means one thing: the security of your future and your family's future is all in your hands. Make sure you freeze the value of the wealth you are holding. Invest in gold with Noble Gold Investments. Gold is the one asset that has been proven to withstand recession, inflation, and just about all economic threats. Noble Gold Investments is here to help you if you want to invest in gold. You will also get a 24-karat quarter-ounce gold standard coin for free. Go to noblegoldinvestments.com right now, noblegoldinvestments.com. That is noblegoldinvestments.com, the only gold company I trust. And remember, when you are investing, there's always a risk, and there are no guarantees of any kind. What up, you motherfuckers? Hydrate. It's going to be 104 today where I live. So I'm staying with all kinds of water. Just bought a fresh bag of ice yesterday. Our fridge has an ice dispenser, but it does not keep up. It does not keep up with demand because everybody in my family has a water bottle, water cup. My wife is the queen of the tumbler. So she has hers. Of course, I have mine. My kids, my son has a Spider-Man one. My daughter has, what's on hers? I think she has a Stranger Things one. She has a few of them, a Yeti or two. So it can't keep up with production. In the wintertime, easy, because ain't nobody drinking a bunch of damn water. I mean, we're drinking water, but not like we are, when it's over 100 degrees. So I let them have the ice out of the dispenser, and I get a bag of ice for myself because I, 4 or 5 of these a day. Daddy's killing them. What is today? Today is Thursday, July 20th. That means tomorrow. Hold on a second. This thing on my hat. That means that tomorrow is Friday, July 21st, which means I will be in or at Gabe God. I'm not going to be by myself. What fun would I be traveling by myself? You got to have people with you. You got to have a crew. I got a pretty damn good crew, people. You think I'm kidding? You think I'm fucking around, man? I'm not. Oh, and there's something very important that I need to talk to you about after I talk about this. And really, I should talk about it before, but I've already started to make my point. So I'll finish it. But son of a bitch, what I'm going to talk to you about after this is the most important thing you will hear all day. Psych all year. Keep that in mind. Put that on your back burner. Okay? Some real shit right here, people. Bam! That's right. Tomorrow, live an evening with Dean Kane. Again, ladies, you got to bring your own towel to sit on. We will not supply towels for when you get all boop, boop, boop. Okay? Oh, snap. I didn't see that my brother commented on that. So yeah, tomorrow night, an evening with Dean Kane, myself, Gabe El Taib, Mr. Truth, Justice, American Way himself. Just got my copy. I did an unboxing video And I think tonight will be the third installment for me and my son. We've been reading 5 pages a night. Well, that's the plan. Ends up turning to like 7 or 8. One more, Dad, one more. Then I'm like, shit, one more. But if you want American-made entertainment, that's what you need to get your hands on. Truth, Justice, American Way. But tomorrow, myself, Dean Kane, Gabe, we're going to be at Comic-Con, the San Diego Comic-Con, the biggest Comic-Con in the world. In the world, Craig. Okay? We'll be at the biggest Comic-Con in the world. And then following that, 5 p.m. to 6 p.m., we'll be at Basic Bar and Pizza. It's at 410 10th Avenue, San Diego, California. We're going to be chopping it up with Dean. We just did another interview with him, or he was on the show Tuesday. I think he's been on the Double Impact show twice. So it'll be nice to finally meet him in person. I don't know how many episodes I've done with Gabe and Sean, but I'll be meeting Gabe for the first time as well tomorrow in person. If you're in the area, Comic-Con, 410 10th Avenue, Basic Bar and Pizza. If you're not in the area, book a flight. Okay, you don't have to be in San Diego to come see us. If you want to book a flight anywhere around the world to come holler at your boy, that's where I'll be. Damn it. Damn it, man. Damn it, Jim. I'm a doctor, not a pool man. What movie is that? One of my favorite movies. It came out, I'll give you a hint. It came out in 1994. Hilarious movie. I've seen it so many times. And it's one of those movies that I know every line to, so my kids don't like to watch it with me because I repeat every line. Shout out to everybody here. Thank you for being here today on this Thursday afternoon. I'm doing it today because obviously I won't be here tomorrow. I will be in San Diego at Comic-Con. So I'm getting there tomorrow morning, so I'll be able to make it. I'll be able to hang out all day at Comic-Con, and then in the evening, we'll head over to Basic to hang out with Dean, if you know what I mean, on the scene with the gangster lean. Looks like we already have a super chat cherry popper, and it's coming from a long way, people. It's long distance. Usually we get a domestic cherry popper. No, I take that back because Miss S66, she's popped many a cherry. She's broken many a financial hymen from the UK. This time, it's coming from a different European country. It's coming from a different European altogether. Did that freeze up for you guys too? Let me try that one more time. Am I tripping? Let me see. Let me go back. Did that freeze? No, everybody says no. Okay. It's just me. Whatever, as long as you don't see it. But DJ John T, Mr. Speednya, thank you, man. I appreciate it. He says, good damn evening, Americans. Greetings from Sweden, yeah? Don't you worry about the soldier. We'll send our great Greta there to save him. Yeah, send Greta over there to do negotiations. That angry little turd. I don't know why he's so mad. I don't know why she's so mad. Pretty good life. You travel around the world speaking nonsense and people give you money for it. So it sounds like nothing you need to be upset about. But some more people to thank. J954, thank you for the 223. He says, only 11 more days of White History Month. Is this White History Month? I would like to see that bill get passed and be signed into law, but you know, Sloppy Joe will never sign that shit into law. But it'd be good to have July be a Patriots Month for everybody, all Americans. Especially we'll be coming off the heels of that filthy, disgusting, festering wound known as Pride Month that has zero pride in it. So how do you call it that? I don't know. But that would be nice. A month for all Americans to celebrate. You can't have who could have a problem with something that is for everybody, right? And you know they'll find a problem. that shit. Some people on the left, it's their job to find a problem. Justin Roches, thank you. Says, good damn afternoon, fellow plebeians. Love that one. My home place of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts sucks, but you're all great. Thank you, man. That's why I always finish it with, you were great, I was great, we were great. It's a team effort. Yes, Massachusetts does suck, but I will see your Massachusetts, Justin, and raise you a California. You ain't that bad yet. You ain't that bad. And we're going to talk a little bit about California. More specifically, we're going to talk about California's taint. You know, the skin bridge between the back of whatever fucking hoo-ha you got and your asshole. Well, that's what San Francisco is. If California were a human body, San Francisco would be the skin bridge. Ew. You filthy motherfucker. But Los Angeles would be fighting for that spot as well. So it would be a constant tug of war on the skin bridge. That doesn't sound very comfortable. That's not something I would want to be a part of. Because, man, Los Angeles, they said, what? San Francisco? Hold my bag. Hold my, those bags of the milk they use in restaurants? Hey, San Francisco, hold my bag of homeless piss. Los Angeles is a giant 3-gallon bag of frothy homeless piss. They said, hold this. I'll show you, San Fran shithole. Well, San Fran shithole said, oh, yeah? Well, how about this? How about the fact that theft is so out of control, and instead of punishing the people, Warcock, all right, 76. Hope that if that's a nickname somebody else gave you, you're a bad son bitch. He says, I'm a California refugee now living in Kentucky. Oh, man, lucky you. You lucky to be in Kentucky. Too Fast, Too Furious. What's up? One of the last good Fast and the Furious, I might add. I think up to part 4 was good. And then after that, they became international super spies. And I'm like, what the fuck? I thought they were drag racers. But California said the theft, or San Francisco says the theft is so bad. And instead of punishing those who commit the theft, making the punishment such that they don't even want to commit the crime. No, hell no. Hell no. San Francisco says, we'll bring them in, get them nice and warm. We'll take their picture, get a fingerprint, maybe give them an HJ or a little finger bang. There you go, huh? There you go. And then they let them out. So since they do that, the theft is so out of control. And you guys may or may not have seen the picture, I think last week in New York City. New York City, they are putting anti-theft devices on ice cream. So San Francisco saw that and said, I know we could do better than that. So San Francisco went ahead and at some of the stores, they're locking down the entire frozen foods department. Frozen foods? It's on lockdown. The doors are closed. I'll show you. The doors are locked and there are chains going through the doors. So the chain is going through all the doors. So even if you pull on it, you can't get it. No Marie calendars. What did the soup Nazi say? No soup for you. Well, San Francisco says, no Marie calendars for you. You don't get your Hungry Man's, your Marie calendars. You don't get your frozen veggies, frozen fruits. You don't get none of that shit. You don't get that frozen Texas toast. That wide variety of frozen pizzas, ice creams, whatever. You got to go get a store attendant for that. You can't walk up there and grab it out of the frozen section like a normal human being. You have to be treated like a thief. Soho Lauren, it doesn't even seem real. I know. That's the whole fucked up part. It is. What? So you're going to inconvenience us, the regular citizen who don't steal shit, who comes in there to engage in commerce. I give you money. You give me foodie. No, we have to go get your ass. We have to wait around for you to come get it and unlock that shit. And I'm sure the people that work there fucking hate it. I remember working at that communist concentration camp, Trader Joe's, and the theft was so bad. Or no, it wasn't so much the theft, it was the condition that they were leaving the bathroom and the homeless people were going in there and shaving and doing whatever the fuck. We had one of the toilets got broken one time, like the tank on the back of the toilet was cracked in half. Shaving cream and stubble in the sink and doing drugs and shit in there. So it got to a point where we had to put a code on the bathroom. And if you wanted to use the bathroom, you had to go get one of the employees. You're sitting there, your kid's sitting there doing the pee-pee dance, and you got to come get us. Plus, we can't do our work because if you're working anywhere near the bathroom, you're going to get pulled away every 2 minutes to open the fucking bathroom. Oscar Gonzalez says pubes. Oscar, I wish it was only pubes. One time, the bathroom was so bad, somebody had violent, explosive diarrhea all over the toilet and the floor near the toilet. If I could, I would have found the person who did that. I would have walked out in the parking lot and ripped somebody's car antenna off, and I would have went to work on the back of their fucking thighs and calves. You nasty piece of fucking shit. I would have held them down face first into the tiled bathroom floor and rubbed their face in their own shit like a puppy I'm trying to train. You fucking piece of garbage. I can't. Fuck you, you dirty motherfucker, for shitting all over the floor. I would grind their face into their own feces until they got pink eye. You scumbag. It was so bad that I had to go get the water hose. There's a mop sink in the back. I had to connect the water hose, turn on the hot water, and spray the bathroom down. You nasty fuck. So, that was my story to connect with this one. So the employees, they're going to be inconvenienced as hell to go every 10 seconds and open the damn frozen food section so people can shop. It's ridiculous. Instead of punishing the criminal, they inconvenience us, the taxpayer. What? Let's start getting some stiff penalties, maybe ramp up police presence, maybe start bouncing some faces off of the hood of the car. Do whatever you got to do to make it easy for us and hard for the criminal. No. Turn that upside down. Hard for us, easy for the criminal. So how long is it going to be until one of these shoplifters just takes something and breaks the glass door in the frozen food section? You'll see the footage. They'll have a duffel bag or a gym bag. They'll just shatter the fucking door and then start filling it with stolen shit. And then the employees will just stand there and go like this. And I don't blame them. I don't think, I think if you're trained, if they want to give you training and the employees are down to wrestle these fuckers down, hey, go get them. But you should not be expected to simply because you work there, because you don't know what these fools are on. You don't know their state of mind. They're probably on drugs, and they have mental issues, and they have the whole city behind them saying, yeah, fucking do it. So I don't blame them. But I'll tell you something else. I'm trying to tell you a story. While I was at the communist concentration camp, Trader Joe's, I used to work with this girl, this woman, this woman. I'll call her T. And if you know me, and you worked with me at the same time, you know who I'm talking about. This girl took this much bullshit from people. Zero. One time, This girl came in, this homeless bitch came in there and stole a bottle of Hennessy because, of course, she just needed it to survive. We've all been there where we were down on our luck and a bottle of Hennessy would save our lives. DJ John T, I see when you put these in the comment section. I will do a good gun. Not today, but I will do one. Thank you for reminding me. This homeless wench stole a bottle of yak and she starts running out of the store. And who gave chase? T did. T chased that girl 3 blocks down the street to Alvarado Street. Our store was right on the end of Munris Avenue, and it connected. And right at our store, it turned from Munris to Alvarado Street. And she chased this girl for 3 blocks down Alvarado Street, tripped her, kicked her foot, and tripped her. All right? The girl falls. The bottle of Hennessy goes flying. It didn't break. It like rolled. Somehow it hit the right angle. It didn't break. It rolled. And her cell phone goes flying. Almost said it. T grabs her cell phone, grabs the bottle of liquor, and the girl's like, give me my phone back. Give me my phone back. And she said, come get it, bitch. Come take your phone back from me. Oh, I forgot to mention, T did a little bit of time in prison for attempted murder. These girls were going to jump her, and she had a box cutter on her, and she cut one of the girls up real bad. No, Eric Schultz. Tommy, that's her name, Tommy. So she cut the girl in her leg, and she cut her face. That's what got her the attempted murder when she started cutting her up here. So she didn't fuck around, all right? So the girl goes, give me my phone. Give me my phone. And she says, come take it from me, bitch. That girl wasn't going to take it from her. She wasn't crazy. She might have been stupid, but she wasn't crazy. So T decided to get on the girl's cell phone. The thief took her cell phone from her and called the police on her cell phone on her. As you can imagine, T was let go from the communist concentration camp because she threatened a manager. But she's one of those people that if she was your friend, she was your friend. If you were her enemy, fuck, watch out. So I was a friend of hers. She was hilarious. We were fucking dying when she comes back with a cell phone that wasn't hers and that bottle of yak. Ooh-wee. Those were the days. Man, I should write a book. I should write a book about all the shit that I saw there. I saw some crazy shit. Saw the police come in hot one time because one of the guys, back in the day, we had loss prevention. You know, they dress in regular clothes, act like a customer, catch people stealing. So we caught this one dude stealing. He had a knife about this long. And he had it was a straight blade, and he had it in a holster or a sheath, I guess, on his hip. And I was back there. I went with the loss prevention dude, you know, so it was 2-on-1. You know, it's a numbers game. And and so I was standing back there. He's on the phone with the cops, and the guy like reaches or something like that. His shirt comes up, and I see the knife, and I tell him, the guy who's on the phone, I said, tell him he has a knife. Well, that must have been the magic word, because those cops were there in a couple minutes, and it's back in the loading dock. So it's like on the side of the building, so it's real long. So over here, you come around the corner, and then over on this side is the loading dock. So the police would be coming from around the corner because they park in the parking lot. So it was a plainclothes cop. He comes around the corner. He's coming fast, and he's walking toward us. And I walked to him. I was like, oh, excuse me, man. And he lifts up his shirt to show me his badge that was clipped on his belt. I stepped to the side. I said, he's right over there, man. And so a couple seconds after he shows up, Monterey PD patrol officer in a uniform, he pulls up, hops out of the car. He comes around the corner. He has his gun out, and it was a 45. It wasn't a Kimber, but everything was happening so fast. But I know it was a 45 because I saw the barrel on that son of a bitch, and I saw a side profile. So he is going to hold this guy at gunpoint while the plainclothes officer pats him down and takes the knife off of him. So the uniform officer, he comes around the corner. He has his gun out, and he's pointing at the guy. And he says, put your fucking hands on your head. And the guy's like, okay. He's all, keep them up there. You hear me? Don't fuck around. I was like, oh shit. The guy's like, yeah, man, no problem. And he goes, don't move. That's how people get fucking shot. You understand me? He's like, yeah, man, yeah. He fucking pats him down. I was halfway expecting for when they spun him around for him to have a big piss stain on his pants, because that cop was not playing. He left all his play around in his vehicle because he didn't bring any with him to the scene. He said, don't fucking move or I'll shoot you. You understand? I was like, yeah. Get him, officer so-and-so. Oh, that was some funny shit. That was some funny shit. Thank you, J954, for the 556. He says, my homegirl works at Starbucks, and she said if you call someone the wrong pronoun, you will be fired. It's a policy, basically. What the fuck? That shit is weak, man. How do you expect somebody to keep... Why are we even entertaining this nonsense? Come to work normal, okay? Whatever you were born as, that's how you come to work. When you leave work, if you're homies with another coworker, they can call you whatever they want. Why are we playing this shit? You're just setting up these employees to be fired and lose their job, which is fucked up. But the crazy cuckoo motherfucker who doesn't know what they are from Monday to Friday, they get to keep their job. They're totally fine. Okay. Soho Lauren, thank you for the Twompski. Will she be alone in the Twomp section? She will not. Thank you, Repair and Support, for a Twompski. I appreciate that. First time seeing your name. Appreciate you being here. Couldn't even buy a stick of Right Guard in Manhattan. Waited 20 minutes, but no one came to unlock it after I waited 20 minutes. It's insanity times 10 in New York City. So what is going to happen, people? Let me unscrew it. My conspiracy theory hat, okay? Because here's what's going to happen. You're going to have these businesses that are going to leave, not only because of the theft, but because of customers who leave and take their money elsewhere because you took more than 20 minutes to help me. Okay? You're going to cause people not to spend money with your business anymore because you've pissed them off. You've broken their trust. You've disrespected them. So they're not coming back. So that's money you're losing via the thieves. That's money you're losing because of the policies you choose to adopt because of the thieves. Instead of getting tougher on them, you inconvenience us. So these businesses are going to leave. Oh, why are these businesses boarded up? Boarded up businesses means cheap property. Cheap property means someone coming in saying, I'll take that. I'd buy that for $1. So they take that shit off your hands for cheap. They revamp it. What do they call it? Genitals. No, that's not it. Gentrification. I knew it was a gen word. Then you're gentrified. Then you got a bunch of hipsters with their beanies this far back on their head, deep V-neck t-shirts, and a bunch of people who talk like this. And then you're going to call what? Racism, because my neighborhood used to burn and now it's burn. Some people might say it's a plan from the beginning. Makes sense. These businesses got deep pockets, but they're still in the business of making money. And if they can't, they're going to go to an area where they can make money. Damn it, people. You heard it here first. So when they start crying about gentrification, well, the policies of the people that you voted into this sorry son of a bitch did this because of equity and shit, right? Oh, yeah. Space Trucking LLC. You mother trucker. Thank you for the Twompski, sir. What's up, JG? Just a little contribution in the effort to keep your face on my screen, keeping me and the rest of the green team informed with a little bit of anger blood and lots of laughs. Aloha, brother. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. And, Space Trucking LLC. Thank you, Space Trucking LLC. Good segue. This is a viewer-funded platform. Without you, there's no me. If you like space trucking, LLC, that rhymes, didn't mean for that to happen, then please use the Linktree link. It has my Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, however you want to do it. And if you really want to get old school and you don't want the powers that be, these conglomerates, to take a bite out of your donation, you can always do it old school. Snail mail, P.O. Box 806, Olivehurst, California, 95961-9998. I'll put it right here for you. P.O. Box 6. Wait a minute. No, hold on. Hold on a second. That comment was premature. I prematurely commented on you guys. I can't even delete it. Okay, well, here, I'll finish it. How about that? I thought I was hitting the tab button and it ended up sending it. What are you going to do? 6. Olive, like the vegetable. Olives are vegetables, right? Or they have seeds in them. Do they have seeds in them? Because if they're a receptacle for their seeds and they're afraid of Jericho, I don't fucking know what olive is. I don't know what category it falls in. I guess I should, being that I'm from a state that produces a shitload of olives. There we go. Bam. There's that P.O. box. So if you want to send your donation via or your support via snail mail, you can do it. You can do it. So whoop. There it is. Also, you can just put my Cash App up there, pinned it. Also, you can join and become a member on Locals, because on Locals, I do a live stream every Monday called Major Mondays. But I think what I'm going to start doing is the first half of the live stream is going to be open to everybody. And then the second half, I'm going to turn it on or make it for members only. So if you want to hear the second half of the live, you're going to have to be a member. So I put the link there. You can hit that, boom, become a supporter, and you can be all up behind the scenes, all up in it. But today, people, you see the title. They have one of ours. And that's Kim Jong-un, right? Yeah, Kim Jong-un, because Kim Jong-il was the last one. So it's Kim Jong-un, the current dictator of North Korea. And an American soldier, yes, an American, not just an American citizen, an American soldier defected to North Korea on purpose. And I saw somebody earlier, they said that he defected because he was going to get in trouble with the military. We'll see. I mean, not that that's not true, but I'm gonna read some of it because I haven't been very up on this story, so we're gonna find out together. But I don't see any trouble the U.S. military can put you in unless you're talking like some treason and shit, where they're gonna line you up against a wall, where you would rather go to North Korea. As an American service member, you want to go to North Korea, and that's a better option than dealing with the United States military and court-martialing or whatever you would have gotten. Okay. I mentioned San Francisco locking up their shit, or locking up your shit, really. And is there a new Juicy Smollett out there? Or are there a bunch of junior Smollett sprouting up around the country just because there's a woman, and I've heard just a little bit about this story, And I guess now that they found out she's full of shit, now it's getting more traction. Yeah, Carly Russell is her name. Thank you, Kenneth Jackson. And so I haven't been up on this story very much, but apparently she claimed to have been kidnapped and treated very poorly. And it turns out, through technology and footage and her 911 call and all these other things, all this attention she brought on herself, it turns out that she was full of shit. So we're going to find out about that. And Sound of Freedom. That movie, I did a review on that, saw it myself, great movie. When we were doing the show on Tuesday on Double Impact, we had Dean Cain on, and we were talking about this for a minute. And one of the things I said was, with a movie like this, when the message is, we're bringing light, we're shining light, we're bringing attention to this horrible crime that takes place around the world, but America is the number one consumer of it. Child sex trafficking. I just don't see who would have a problem with that. Your political affiliation means nothing. Religion, whatever, it doesn't matter. Whether you believe in God or you're an atheist, whether you're Republican or Democrat, whether you're smart or fucking dumb, black or white, all those things that are different, it doesn't matter. We're talking about the sexual trafficking of children. We should all be able to get behind that, right? We should all be against that. That's the 9/11 that brings us all together. Remember how we were on 9/12/01, saying what's up to strangers, talking with strangers, striking up conversations, talking about the bloody day that we had experienced. Of course, until July 6th, and that just blew all that shit out of the water. That was the worst day in American history. That's what Sloppy Joe said. But that's kind of something that everybody can unite against, right? But those who don't, those who, at the Rolling Stones of the world who called it a QAnon movie for dads with brain worms, and those who are against it, at least we know who the perverts are, right? Like they're basically raising their hand and say, hey, I'm a pervert over here. So that's the silver lining in that one, in that cloud, is that at least we know who the weirdos are. Because who would have a problem with that movie? But speaking of that movie, I checked yesterday, and as of yesterday, I'm sure this weekend they'll surpass 100 million, but they were at $85 million for that movie in the box office when the budget was 14 and a half. They've made that movie, craft services, directors, producers, actors being paid, insurance, everything that goes into making a movie, location, travel. They did it for 14.5 million, and so far they've made $85 million. And they're still beating out those rotten leftist shit rags, these other movies that they're putting out that have much larger budgets. Their budgets are larger than what they're making in the box office. It was beating out that Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. That budget was over $250 million, just the budget. Their budget shits all over what Sound of Freedom has made in the box office, and Sound of Freedom was whooping that ass. Sound of Freedom is beating the dog shit out of those movies in the box office. I love it. Authentically Kennedy, what's up, mom to be? She says that Snow White and the 7 diversity hires is going to do so badly. It is. What are you doing? You got a bunch of regular sized people playing midgets or dwarfs, whatever, and you got black folks in there. None of the dwarfs were black. Oh well, boo-hoo. But they're going to be this time. And the girl playing Snow White is half Colombian. She's a Latina. And she said, I'm just so happy to be playing a Latina princess. That's not a Latina princess. It's called Snow White. She's white. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Disney, it's okay to have a white character. It came out like 1937. It came out before Wizard of Oz. It came out before television. This shit came out right after the Depression ended. No, wait a minute. I don't think the Depression had even ended by then. Hold on a second. The Great Depression. Yeah, the Depression still had 2 more years to go. What? It's okay. But now we have a Latina princess. Fucking stop. Stop. Sue Sabelburo, what's up, girl? She says it's a German folklore. So if it comes from Germany, guess what Germans are? Never mind. Forget it. But they have a Latina. So you have Snow White, that's all white characters, but now you have a half Colombian, two black people, and the dwarves aren't dwarves. There's only one dwarf. So fucking confusing. Their version of everything is so complicated. Make it simple. Why are you guys making it so weird? Why are you making it weird out here? Wet Works 57. Thank you for the Hamilton, sir. He says, please tell us again about AOC's womb. Of course. Of course I will. I'll say the whole thing. How about that? Loco Cortez, you motherfuckers. Her womb is so polluted. She can have my fucking baby, man. People, when I tell you I laugh every time I do that, I laugh every time I do that. J954, you've discovered my racism. Thanks you for the 223. He says, no cheerleaders of color. This stream is racist. It might be. It might be. I'm not going to stop it now. We've gone this far. No need to get rid of the racism now. Don Zucksworth never gets old, Jericho. I know, right? Never. Our fucking wall. She won't have a baby in her womb, man. Have you seen her fucking fiance? He's gonna get pregnant, man. Her fiance looks like a 100% bitch. That guy, remember Alex Stein? He said, ooh, look at that big booty Latina. Her fiance was right there walking a Yorkie. And he didn't do anything. He didn't say anything to that dude. Oh, man. Oh, man. Yeah, he's a ginger. Matthew Coolidge, he is a ginger. I'm not saying that plays into his pussification. I'm just saying that dude is a bitch. Because I don't understand why he would say, hey, man, like, say something. Imagine, fellas, you're walking down the street and some guy says, hey, look at that big booty, whatever race your woman is. You just going to keep on strolling? Or are you going to have something to say? Yeah, that's right, Vegas Baller. He said that. Juicy Latina booty. What? No, man. No, we'd have some words, and that's it. That's it, man. We're going to talk about this. What the fuck? He said that juicy, like, that juicy Latina booty. Hey, what's up? What's up, Nalgona? Look at that Nalgona. Didn't say shit. Kept walking his little Yorkie. I'd probably be more afraid of that Yorkie than him. Is that a safe assumption? Eric Hoptman. Never heard that last name before. Eric, he says, how do I become a member? Oh, So glad you asked that. Ah, bam! There you go. This is how you become a member of Green Nation. All you got to do, you go to my YouTube page. At the top, it says videos, community, and all that shit. You'll see one that says membership. I'm not sure what kind of computer setup or phone you're on, but sometime, or I guess not because you would have seen it, but on some platforms or some devices where you go to do a super chat, it'll have a membership button there, but not on all devices. But if you go to my YouTube page and you'll have a little membership tab at the top. That's how you do it, man. That's how you do it, man. And thank you in advance. What? Oscar Gonzalez says his loyalty badge hasn't changed. Well, new member. Well, how long have you been a member, Oscar? For a while, right? I'll look into that, but it should change. 1 month, 3 months, and 6 months. Maybe you're maxed out, dude. Oh, you're so maxed. I don't know, man. I'll look into that. Let me see. I will look right here. Oscar, looks like you're on the... Yeah, you're still on the new member one. What the fuck? All right, well, I'll have to look into that because you should be, you said 4 months. So, yeah, you should be on the Alpha Dog. All right. Let me, here's what we'll do. I'll text my guy right now. 1 second. All right, there you go. Just send a text to somebody that knows a lot more about this shit than me. We'll get that taken care of, people. Because on my computer, for some reason, it doesn't show the loyalty badges. It just has this little generic symbol. But if I pull it up on my phone, then it has the actual, I can see the little picture, little icon of what it's supposed to be. Okay. Matthew Coolidge, don't worry about that shit, man. Don't worry about it. Being here is enough. You mean to tell me you love your kid more than me? That's fucked up, man. That is fucked up. Thought we were closer than that, bro. Let's see how it is. Let's see where your loyalties lies, huh? Tumbleweeds 007. Thank you for the 762. My schedule finally changed, which would have meant 3 uninterrupted lives a week. But JG don't do that shit no more. I'll be helping play with others. You're here now, Tumbleweed. That's all I care about. That's all I fucking care about. Okay, shall we get into this, people? Shall we get in that ass like a bike with no seat? Yes, we shall. So let's find out about this fool in North Korea. That is just crazy to me. Why in the hell? Why would you want to go to North Korea anyway? Like for any reason, let alone defecting and like being in their custody. That's weird. It must have been some real bad fucking trouble. Jeez, he was looking at. Ought to be a good one, people. This ought to be a good one. There's a young black man. So maybe maybe the racism and the systemic racism got too much for him. So he's like, you know what? Let me go try my luck in North Korea. Damn, this American racism is fucked up. Okay. Travis King spent 48 days in prison in South Korea before bolting across the border to North Korea. So what'd you do to get in trouble in South Korea? Were you over there trying to go boom boom with those South Korean ladies? What happened? What'd you get in trouble? Let's see, let me share this screen with you so you guys can check out this article with me. Okay. Seoul, South Korea. That's fucked up. We've got a black dude in custody and his name's Seoul. Let's see how it is. More details emerged Thursday about the last months in South Korea for a U.S. soldier who fled across the border to North Korea, as the isolated communist country remained silent on his status. Private second class. I don't ever want to hear another Navy joke from anybody in the Army when you guys are still called privates. Private second class Travis King, 23, spent 48 days in prison in Cheonan, a city about 50 miles south of south of the Korean capital, Seoul, after he failed to pay a $4,000 fine on charges that included damaging public property, a South Korean government official told NBC News by phone on Thursday. So it probably was all drunk and started fucking things up. But I guess we're about to find out. According to legal documents, King did not cooperate when apprehended by officers last October after causing hundreds of dollars in damage to a police patrol car while shouting profanities about Koreans and the Korean army. Oh, you're just being a fucking asshole. Each day Mr. King spent at the penitentiary was equivalent to about 100,000 won, or about $80, said the official, who was not authorized to speak on the news media. So it cost them $80 a day to have this guy in prison. Hey, American prison system, why don't we take a page out of South Korea's book and knock that shit down to $80 a day? The incident threatened to worsen tensions between the U.S. and North Korea, a representative and insular nuclear-armed nation still technically at war with the South. America does not have an embassy in North Korea, complicating any potential negotiations over King's return. Secretary of the Army Christine Wormuth said on Wednesday the U.S. officials had reached out to North Korean officials about King, but received no reply. Not very much is known about his status, said Wormuth, speaking at the Aspen Security Forum. I don't think we have successfully made contact with the North Korean authorities. Asked if the U.S. military considered King to be AWOL or a deserter, Wormuth said, I'm not sure what we would call him. Wormuth confirmed that King had willfully crossed into North Korea after serving time in a South Korean jail for assaulting an individual there and then failed to board a flight back to the U.S. to face military discipline. He was going to come back to the United States and face the consequences in the Army. I'm sure that he was grappling with that. We obviously don't know exactly what was in his mind. Wormuth added that I worry about how they may treat him, so want to get him back. Asked if King had shown signs of sympathizing with the North Korean government, Wormuth replied, I don't think we have any information that points to that clearly. A senior administration official told NBC News on Tuesday the U.S. immediately told North Korea that King had crossed the border willfully and was not acting on orders. North Korea confirmed receipt of the message, but then went silent. At a press conference later on Wednesday, Pentagon spokesperson Sabrina Singh confirmed that the U.S. had been in contact with Sweden, through which the U.S. maintains an embassy-level relations with North Korea. The White House has also pursued other interagency efforts to reach the country's leadership. The U.S. has not yet received a response from Pyongyang, she said, meaning there are no updates on King's condition or avenues to retrieve him. King, who was released on July 10th, had been escorted by the military to Incheon International Airport outside Seoul, the capital, on Tuesday for possible further disciplinary action in the United States. An airport official told NBC News on Thursday that King went to his gate but was missing a travel document needed to board the plane and was escorted out by an American Airlines employee. He ended up on a group tour of the joint security area on the heavily fortified border between North and South Korea, where he bolted across to the north to the shock of the tourists around him, I bet. Michaela Johansson, who was on the tour, said Thursday that no one really figured out what was happening until it was too late. She added that King just disappeared around the corner. I thought this was not funny. It must be a joke, she said. Wow. And King's relatives told NBC News on Wednesday that he had been grieving the death of his young cousin and acting unlike himself. It's out of his character, his uncle Myron Gates said. I've never seen him get down like that ever. King is the first known American to be detained in North Korea in nearly 5 years. Wow. So it sounds like, I mean, yeah, the death of your young cousin, that's terrible, man. But is that a reason to act like a fucking idiot and run over to North Korea? Hell no, it's not, dummy. So basically, for some reason, there were no nothing in the report about him being intoxicated, but apparently he got into a situation. Police were called. He was detained. He was put in the car. He damaged the car. He's probably kicking the window and shit, screaming obscenities, talking shit about Koreans and their army. They were going to ship him back. He was missing a document. He somehow ended up on a tour group. He was first he was put into the custody of an American Airlines employee, ended up on a tour group, and then took off and ran across the border into North Korea. I would imagine that if you ran across the border into North Korea, you had to cross the DMZ. To me, the DMZ is guns on this side, guns on that side. Anybody in between us gets shot, right? Did he cross the DMZ? Does the DMZ end? Did he find a way around the DMZ? I don't know. Even though reading that article, and that article is from today, still a lot of questions. Not all the information I was hoping for. But I mean, how do you think he's being treated? If we're looking through the prism of what we've been told about North Korea, what we've seen in movies and shit about North Korea, movies aren't a source for facts, but it's still what we've seen. I mean, he's probably sitting in a chair with his hands tied behind his back. You know, tell us more information. Fuck you. They're beating him up, starving him. Or what if it's a total opposite? What if they treat him like Dennis Rodman and him and Kim Jong-un are just chilling? He's sitting on these big silk pillows and shit being fed by some scared, shaky-handed North Korean girl. What if he's just chilling? He's at his palace. They got all these Korean celebrities singing songs, shit, because they're scared they're going to get shot if they don't do it right. What if he's embraced this fool and he's having a great time? Fuck knows. I do know this. Fuck him. If you run across the border into North Korea, fucking they can have you. We better not spend one dime or lose one life trying to get this idiot back. You went there on purpose. If they kidnapped an American service member, we better do something. Hold on a second. Let me see. Something just popped into my mind. You know when shit gets to popping, got to do something about it. I'm just trying to find. Okay, I see something where no. I don't see anything here. Anybody got any link to something? I looked up American soldier. Let's see. That. Yeah. As of an hour ago, there's no word from North Korea about his status. And I don't see anything where Biden made any comments. Anybody see any Biden comments? I put American soldier, North Korea, Biden comments. Nothing. I don't see where he said anything. I do see an article which said Trump got detained Americans back from North Korea. Remember that? They didn't get them stupid ass, one of them Ball brothers and his dumbass teammate who were caught stealing shit in China. He got them back. He got that dumbass rapper ASAP Rocky or whatever. He got his ass back. Remember, Trump went to the fucking DMZ. Remember, he had the North and South Korean leaders shaking hands. But I don't see anything where Biden made any comments about this. So you mean to tell me a person of color? Oh, no. I got it. If this guy was a Ku Klux trans member, then he yeah. Because remember, trans members of our community, trans kids, we see you, we hear you, we support you. All that shit. But I don't hear him say anything about this. And he's a person of color. He's a young black man. So why isn't he, falling over himself any more than he usually does to help this young man or say something about it? I haven't heard shit. Dale Jackson, yeah, send Brittany Griner to negotiate. Yeah, send her and then lose her passport. Please. Let her stay over there. And let her take that dumb, lanky lesbian giraffe on her team who said, America's trash in like so many ways. I think you need some perspective. I think you need some damn perspective. You need to learn. You need to be re-educated. You need to see it. You need to learn how good you have it in this country. So why don't you go over there and kick it in North Korea for a while? See what kind of weird shit they do to you over there. No. We're trash. Remember? Yeah. We're trash. Heidi Booth, good point. She said, her, are you sure, JG? I think so. I mean, if you're talking about Brittany Griner, you can't tell by her voice. Ma first. I'm just kidding. She got a deep-ass voice, but she got to swallow a handful of pills to keep that shit. No woman sounds like that naturally. You ain't Kathleen Turner. DJ John T, why would you say something like that? He said, put a child on the DMZ and Joe will come running. That's fucked up. What proof do you have that our leader, our resident of 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, would come fucking running? Wait, what the fuck is that? Is that kid still here? Oh, where's the kid you had in the DMZ? DJ John T, it's not like you just saw him go like nibble on a baby. Bring that baby back so I can just touch my lips on the back of that baby. Don't say things like that you don't have proof of, DJ John T. Derek Molino, just in time. Just in time. I mean, that dude's a fucking idiot. Eric, I'll be on here probably another half hour or so because I'm going to be on someone's channel. My man Billy Painter, my brother in bearddom. I'll be on his channel talking about Gavin, bang your wife Newsom, huh? Mike Herrera, fan of the Sea Bitches. Oh yeah, authentically Kennedy. He would be like that scene from Scary Movie 2 where he's in the wheelchair and he's making the wheels spin and they're smoking. Can't this thing go any faster? Well, by the time we get there, the kid's not going to be in the DMZ. I got here as fast as I could. Where's that kid? What a piece of shit. What a piece of shit. That dude's an idiot. You are a dumb son of a bitch. There must be, I mean, okay. Even if there's like some super freaky deaky shit going on and there's some crime and murder or something that he doesn't want to face a penalty for, why go to North Korea? Their own people, millions of his own people are starving. They are eating sawdust for dinner. They're having sawdust kimchi for dinner. What do you think they're going to do to your black American soldier ass? What a dumb fuck, man. I don't care about that dude. Whatever happens to you, happens. You're a moron. You are a dumb shit for that one. You get what you get, bruh. EJ John T, thank you again. He says, how does it feel to have the hottest days in 120,000 years? It must be amazing. 120,000 years. Damn. Yeah, that's what what's her name? The Somali double agent Ilhan Omar said. I'll bring up the tweet. And people were giving me shit in the comments. Oh, actually, bro, they can take like ice core samples and It's not the point, you stupid asshole. Watch this. Oh, shit. You guys, stop the presses. Everything you're doing is not important anymore. Stop right now. Right now. Tell that bitch to make me some blueberry pancakes. Right now. Stop what you're doing. Bam. Happy Non-Binary Awareness Week. Are you showing them love? Are you giving them respect? Are you hugging them? Are you opening doors for them? Are you kissing them? Are you fucking them? Are you giving them all your money and all your property? Are you being an ally? It's Non-Binary Awareness Week. Are you aware of them? Do you see them? Do you hear them? Do you love them and respect them? Non-Binary Awareness Week. They're not even aware of who the fuck they are. That's why they're non-binary, you weirdos. Freak! But they always look like a boy or a girl. You're non-binary, but you look like a boy or a girl. Make that make sense to me right now. That doesn't make any fucking sense at all. I'm non-binary, which means I'm not a boy or a girl, but I look like a boy. Take me seriously. Okay. So here we go. It says, this is the tweet from her. The Earth just broke the record for the hottest day in 120,000 years. In fact, we broke it on 3 separate days. National Climate Change Emergency now. And right here on the bottom, it says, it is not, but this is the reader's added context. Climate.nasa.gov. It is not possible to have accurately measured the daily temperature dating back 120,000 years. So this tweet should not be presented as fact. NASA climate scientists recognize 1880 as the start of the modern climate records. So all of you people out there who are typing in your upspeak telling me that actually they can have ice core samples, it is not possible to have accurately measured. There's that A word again. Accurately, you condescending piece of shit. You can have all the ice core samples you want, but are they accurate? Some people make me want to shit. But that's what DJ John T was referring to you. Thank you, you Swedish bastard. Tune in, drop out. Thank you for the Twomsky, sir. He said, my dude is in for the ultimate F around and find out. He sure is. If fuck around and find out was a human being, it would be Travis King and his dumbass running on purpose into the arms of the North Koreans. Wow. Oh, Derek Marsick says, here visiting Seattle and the amount of rainbow flags is sickening. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry the left coast has brought that to your, has defecated that into your lap. But what it is that people don't give a fuck. And that's what really upsets them. That we don't care about them or their plight or what happened to them in their life. Because guess what? When you fuck, something happened to all of us. Careless, thank you. Travel advisory. You can't take your BS culture and BS ways everywhere. You are welcome. Right? That's like that dumb chick from Houston, that 29-year-old woman who's in an Emirati. She's in Dubai, it's in the United Arab Emirates. So she's in an Emirati prison because she got all fucking ratchet at a car rental place. You can't take all that, all that shit over there like you're calling some pigeons. Like you're Mike Tyson on a rooftop calling your pigeons. You can't take that shit everywhere. Like, I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry, sister, but you're going to prison. You can't do that. This ain't America, idiot. Thank you, J954, for another 556. Travel advisory. Attention, all Ku Klux Trans and Alphabet Soup Group. You are desperately needed in Saudi Arabia, Iran, and Afghanistan. They will welcome you. Well, J954, that depends on what your version or what your definition of welcome is. If you mean welcome, like throw you in prison or throw you off a roof, they're about to welcome the shit out of you. But welcome you, like give you an entire month so you can wear your ashless chaps and bump and grind on each other and show your dicks to children for 30 days? Nah, they ain't playing that shit. But, you know, they stay here and they talk shit, they sling their arrows, but they ain't going no fucking where. They ain't moving. They know they're in the greatest place to be a pervert. Leonard S. He says, when asked about, oh, thank you, man. When asked about this incident, Brandon said, end quote. I believe that. Brandon fell into a deep sleep. I think he's always asleep. That wouldn't surprise me at all if a medical professional said, actually, he's been asleep for 70 years. Believe it. Zach Calleja, thank you. He says, I feel like California in 2013 was hotter than shit. Me too, because I remember how hot it was 10 years ago. These people are so stupid. These people in there, oh, actually, ice core? I don't care about no ice core. What does it have to do with now? 120,000 years ago? Stop. Random American. Except climate data didn't even start until 1880. I know, those are facts, man. They just blow right past that. Facts mean nothing. Facts are like back in the day when you go to a restaurant and get like fried shrimp or something, to be on a bed of kale. That's what facts are. Facts are just kale. They're just there. You know, they're just there. They don't mean anything. They're not important. They're just there. Just hanging around. A little accoutrement. Flowers Mama, JG, B. Tatum has adopted your word Ku Klux Trans. I've heard him use it a couple of times. Yeah, I heard it on one of his videos too. That's cool. That's my boy. He's a friend of mine, so I'm glad that he's doing that. I'm glad that he finds it amusing enough to share with his audience. Because if somebody likes that, they'll become part of my audience. Cross-pollination. No, I appreciate it. I take it as a compliment. Any of you, take any of these phrases and terms you hear me come up with and use them in your everyday life. Spread them around. Like a granola-headed dirt fucker. Huh? That's one of my favorites. Fuse the whole team. B Tatum a goat. Yeah, he's cool, man. He's cool. That's my boy. And shout out to his wife, Corinne, little baby Bo. Got to meet their family when I went out there for his book signing, Beaten Black and Blue. Great book. Yeah, exactly, John. Share the wealth. Okay. North Korea. I'm very interested to see, before we move on to the next story, I am very, very interested to see what condition is this guy going to be in. This private second class Travis King, what condition is he going to be in when we finally see him? Whether it be in North Korean custody we see him, or whether we see him being returned by the North Koreans, walking across some kind of tarmac. I can't wait. Is he going to be all chunky because he was there partying with Kim Jong-un? Or is he going to be all emaciated and shit because he was getting tortured like we think he is? I don't know. Can't wait. Fuse the whole team says, I actually found you through B Tatum. See? It works. That's my boy. Thank you very much for being here, Fuse. You don't mind if I call you Fuse, do you? I feel like we know each other. The San Fran shithole lockup. Yeah. This is so sad, man. In a major city, millions and millions of dollars flowing through that city, and this is what you fucking get. Golly. Just take the fucking doors off and just let them have it. That's even worse for you to do some bullshit like that. That's worse than allowing them to steal from you. Is doing some bullshit like this and inconveniencing your paying customers. Some bitch. So we get screwed. They get free shit. We get screwed. It's about right. That's the San Francisco way. Here's the real San Francisco treat right here. San Francisco stores lock up frozen food to deter shoplifters. So it's up to the stores to deter them, not the district attorney and law enforcement to give them longer sentences to deter them. No, it's up to you, store owner. It's up to you. Oh, man, I just saw this little story off to the side. Baby carried to safety by stray dog after being abandoned in the trash. Come on. You leave in America. You know, you can, if you're a woman and you have a baby and you don't want it, you can leave it at the hospital. You can leave it at a fire station. You can leave it at a church. You can leave it in a lot of places. But you put your baby in the fucking trash, you rotten bitch, you. You piece of human garbage. The baby's face is all bruised up and shit. Who knows what kind of diseases it could have contracted in a fucking trash can? You put your baby in a trash can? You know what? You know what they should do to that lady? They should take her. They should swap out since our federal government cares so much about people of color. Why don't you go swap out one of those people of color, one of those African children who are mining the cobalt for your fucking Green New Deal pipe dream and your electric cars and your EV and all that stupid shit you keep talking about? Why don't you swap out one of those children of color for this rotten bitch here? Okay, bring that kid to America. Don't give him to somebody in Hollywood because they'll turn him into a girl. Give him the Superman treatment. Give him to some family in Kansas, in middle America, who's going to teach him respect and hard work. And then you give that bitch to the Africans and you make them work her in those cobalt and lithium mines until she is gone. Until she has kicked her oxygen addiction, you make her walk up and down those dirty, dusty hills, bringing back and forth cobalt until she collapses, never to rise again. Because that's what you deserve when you put your baby in a trash can, you monster. Even Oscar the Grouch is like, damn, bitch, I wouldn't do that. Why does it not say mother shipped over to Africa for leaving her baby in a trash can? I remember that movie, The 10 Commandments, with Ben-Hur, because that's who I think of when I think of an Egyptian. And no, not Ben-Hur. What the fuck am I saying? Charlton Heston. Charlton Heston. I remember a scene in that movie where the slaves were just walking in a pit of mud, and they would throw more mud and more hay in there because they were making like adobe and shit to build stuff. And the poor slaves, they just walked and they stomped this mud down, and their legs are hurting and their feet are hurting and their back is hurting. And every once in a while, somebody will come by with some fucking hot water because it's been sitting in that clay pot all day, and this is Egypt. And they're just sitting there stomping in this mud. That's what that lady should be doing. Send her to the farthest reaches of the earth where she just does manual labor until they need a headstone for her. But anyway, guys, weren't we talking about San Francisco locking up frozen food? Oh, people are just the worst. The worst. Why would you do that? You could take that baby anywhere and somebody will take it from you with a smile on their face. Thank you for bringing us the baby and not harming it. Oh, speaking of babies and someone who would never do that, Authentically Kennedy. Thank you. Thank you for the Twomsky miss. She says, thoughts on Vivek passing up DeSantis in the polls. Also, here's a little cash for a yummy mocktail while you're in SD. Thank you. I'll get a Shirley Temple. I think, hey, it's great. That guy, I've heard, where did he go? I think he was on the Breakfast Club. Why would he even do that? But he was on the Breakfast Club, and it was just some dumbass woman who didn't know what the fuck she was talking about, kept talking over him. This dude has like 10 times the brains that all of them have put together times 10. And I like what he had to say. I like the fact that he was talking about hard work and dedication and going to school and being a good American and contributing to society. That's great. I don't have a problem with him passing DeSantis. I'm not on the DeSantis train anyway. He's not going to get the nomination. I don't think either one of them are going to get the nomination. Trump is just too strong. And the more indictments they hand down for him, he's dealing with one right now for the J6 bullshit. And he has, I think, 2 days to turn himself in to be arrested and indicted again. So the more they do this, the more support they're giving Trump. So I think he'll definitely be the nomination. But if Ron DeSantis gets passed up, I guess this dude Vivek has a better message. More power to him. And another thing I like about this dude is he comes from, his parents are immigrants. So he still has that, hey, you should be appreciative of being here. You know, we could have been back in India in a fucking caste system. So let's show some appreciation there, buddy. So I do like that. J954, once again, thank you, brother. Thank you for the 556. And then this is also in response to Miss Authentically Kennedy, or should I say Mrs. Authentically Kennedy. AK, I love Vivek, but the system is too broken now. Voting doesn't mean shit anymore. Like I said months ago, Gavin Newsom will be our next. Don't you fucking say that. Don't you even say that shit out loud, J954. You about to see Florida's population quadruple. I mean, I understand how someone could definitely feel that the system is broken and votes don't mean shit. Obviously, look at what happened the last time. But I can't give up on it yet, man. I can't do it. I cannot give up on our system yet. Because if that's true, then that's the end of America. And we're just prolonging the inevitable. And we should just give up. And I can't, man. I can't do that. I don't believe that our votes are worthless. Is there corruption? Hell yeah. And things that we thought were only in movies. Is that shit really happening now? Yes. But I can't, man. I can't give up. I can't do it. Brian King B, what up, man? Oh, thanks for being here, man. Love doing that too. Mike Carrera, Trump Stone Cold. And that's the bottom line. Can I get a hell yeah? That would be some shit. But I don't want the kinder, gentler, wiser Stone Cold. I need the Stone Cold from the year 2000. Cans of beer. I don't even know what kind. Was it Miller? I need him banging two cans together and fucking flipping people off and Stone Cold stunning the opposition. That's what I need. Hell yeah. Could you imagine Stone Cold? They take a trip to Canada. Here comes Justin Castro. Hello, Mr. Stone Cold. I am the Prime Minister of kick to the gut. Stone Cold stun that piece of shit. Just Stone Cold stun that Canadian bitch. How funny would that be? And then after he Stone Cold stuns him, you just hear the people of Canada outside cheering. Again, however you say that in French. Again, ha, ha, ha. They're just throwing maple syrup in the air and shit. How fucking great would that be? Oh, what's this? Oh, what are you doing, sir? Because you know that motherfucker ain't never watching no wrestling. Not unless it was two dudes and a bunch of oil in a kiddie pool. Thank you, Peter Leobotis. Says your phone's ringing. Thanks, man. Oh, man. All right, let's get serious. That would be beautiful. San Francisco. Fuck you, consumer. It's all about the criminal. Buying a microwave dinner in San Francisco now requires a security clearance. Frozen food customers in the crime-plagued city have been forced to put their purchases on ice. Ooh, these are some cool puns, New York Post. And find a clerk to unlock the chain coolers as retailers take drastic measures to keep shoplifters at bay. The doors in frozen food sections at one local Walgreens are seen locked from the customers who apparently need the staff's assistance to access the product. Workers said normally shoplifters clean out all the pizza and ice cream every night. Let me read that for you one more time. This is not in some third world cesspool. This is in a major American city. Workers said normally shoplifters clean out all the pizza and ice cream every night. They're usually hit 20 times a day. The whole store is virtually locked up. Don't you ever fix your filthy brown shirt, commie suck hole, and tell me that America is not the greatest fucking country on earth when you can be a homeless, thieving piece of shit and gorge yourself on pizza and ice cream on the sidewalk. There are real poor people around the world seeing this going, they did what? Yeah. They steal pizza and ice cream. Are they stealing nutritious food? Are they stealing bandages? for their festering wounds from the drugs they take and the neglect they show their body. Are they stealing peroxide? Nope. They're stealing Mama Celeste and a Haagen-Dazs. They're usually hit 20 times a day. So think about this, people. You are the store Walgreens. You place an order every night to replenish the items that were sold, or in this case, stolen. And you're ordering products knowing that they're going to be stolen. Workers said normally shoplifters clean out all the pizza and ice cream every night. So you're sitting there as a manager or whoever writing this order, taking the time to write the order. You're probably staying there longer than you need to. You want to go home, and you're ordering products that are surely going to be stolen. That makes no fucking sense. She also posted videos of rows and rows of products, including household goods, cosmetics, and snacks locked behind plastic barriers on the shelves, a tactic that has also been deployed at Target. Nighttime trip to CVS pharmacy to get medicines, and I witnessed a police car in front called to the... Okay, I was going to say, this must be somebody who doesn't speak good English. His name is Tim Huang. Tim, I doubt your real name is Tim. But he says nighttime... I'm sorry. But I have to read it in this accent because this is the way it's written. Nighttime trip to CVS pharmacy to get medicines, and I witnessed police car in front call to scene because of thief. Of course, many times locked up to like frozen food section. Tim Huang tweeted. Oh, Tim Huang. I know Tim. One shoplifter lamented the lamentations of your women. One shopper lamented that the local Rite Aid has been closed due to excessive loss from theft, adding that it is, quote, unfortunate that stores have to go to this extent to keep their stores open. Oh, and all bathrooms at stores are either locked or code access only, or have a sign that said not working. Susan NG. I've never... Nyung? I don't know. But of course they have codes. Of course they have locks. They don't want you to go in there and shit yourself and OD. But what happens to the customer who's going there to shop and spend their hard-earned money and they got to take a pee-pee? They can't. You got to hold it. You got to get a bladder infection because these fucking idiots made it to where we got to lock the damn doors. Look at that. Look at that DiGiorno in there. You can't get it without a customer or without an employee. And I'm sorry, I forgot the person's name earlier who was telling us that in New York, they had to wait more than 20 minutes. Hold on. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that to him. Hold on. Here we go. Excuse me. Repair and support. Couldn't even buy a stick of Right Guard in Manhattan. Waited 20 minutes, but no one came to unlock it after I waited 20 minutes. And that's in New York. Ain't that some shit? Look at this. Look at this. Locked down. See, these are all locks here. That there. Those are locks. So you got to get somebody with a key, somebody with a little retractable key thing on their hip. No longer can you go down the aisle and just toss it in your basket, so you can get the fuck out of here. Not anymore. You just got to wait. Username says Nyin is pronounced win. Yeah, but it wasn't Nyin or win or whatever, just NG. How do you pronounce that shit? Good nigga. Nigga. What? That's racist. I want that lady canceled. Alien testosterone. Clearly, this is all Trump's fault. Of course. Slava Cocaine. You need a debate hammer? What the hell is that? What the hell does that mean? No is what? Username. Wait, it's pronounced no? I don't fucking understand. I just want to know how to pronounce it. Andy is so it is pronounced no. Okay. I don't know. I just won't read any more Asian names. How about that? Boycotting Asian names. Damn. Sorry, San Francisco shoppers. So now, not only do you have to step over homeless and their feces on the way into the store, you can find somebody. Now you got to find somebody, and is the store understaffed? Because now the person with the key is behind the counter ringing up customers, and they got to find somebody to get the key and go help you halfway across the store. Good luck. Matt says Asian discrimination. Yes, it is. Andy DeRosa. No, ma'am. Oh, man. That's funny. Crazy. Game Hinge Patriot. Nice play on words. Worldwide says, will black folks get reparations and will you take it? Well, I'll answer the second question by answering the first question. No, that shit ain't gonna happen. It's too late. It should have been done at the end of slavery. That's when black folks should have gotten their 40 acres and a mule. If you were a slave, that's when you should have got hooked up. But reparations come in different forms. Affirmative action, that's one of them. Living in America is a fucking reparation. Where else would you rather be black? So it's too late. It's not going to happen. Because number one, they can't figure out who deserves it and who's going to pay for it. It's impossible. You have this much of the white population who own slaves. What about, there were black people that owned slaves. So black people are going to be paying black people? Is it only going to be on America to pay for the slaves? Or is it going to be, is Africa going to have to chip in since they're the ones that sent them over here? It's too much. It's too late. It should have been done then. It wasn't. That shit ain't ever going to happen. And all they're going to continue to do with this carrot that they dangle in front of the black voter every 4 years or whatever is, oh, we got a committee together. We came up with a number. We're going to talk about it. We're going to think about it, but we ain't going to do shit. It's too much. It's like trillions of fucking dollars. The federal government's already spent trillions of dollars on the war on poverty, welfare and shit. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. All of it. But fucking thank you so much. Authentically Kennedy. Once again, here we go. This one on the other one. Bam. Thank you, Authentically Kennedy, for another Hamilton. Speaking of babies in the trash, what a segue. You should look into the Alexi Treviso case just popped off in New Mexico. 19, mom threw her newborn in the hospital trash and tried to get away with it. Sick. I just saw another one. Shout out to at Right Winged Angel, my man Oliver Mack, where a lady just got arrested for trying to hire a hitman to kill her 3-year-old son. Huh? You tried to hire him, and she went to some hitman.com. Like, you stupid fucking idiot. Are you retarded, lady? And she actually looks like she might be. She looks like she might be touched. Like, are you fucking stupid? I'm gonna go to a hitman.org. You stupid asshole. AMD 49. Thank you for the Hamilton. JG, what are your thoughts on RFK Jr.? Seems like whoever gets the most censoring by mainstream is best for the job. I like some things that he says, but when it comes to the how he feels about assault weapons bans, he wants to do that. What else was it? It was assault weapons ban. I can't remember the other thing. But there were two things that I did not like about him. And really, an assault weapons ban, that's enough for me. If you even say the words assault weapons ban, you're out of here. That shit is stupid. It's a made-up term. With these weapons of war, who the fuck's going to war with an AR-15? And by focusing on the AR-15, echoes their stupidity, because there are rifles out there that will shit out an AR-15, a 308, a 30-06, a 30-30, a fucking shotgun, and the list goes on. And you're focusing on this little fucking target shooting round? Hell no. I can't fuck with RFK Jr. I wish he were better. I wish he didn't believe in those stupid ass things, but I'm cool. Cool with RFK. But I thank you, AMD 49. I'm cool with you. In a good way. Because two ways. Well, I'm cool. Like, I don't want any more. We're cool. So you're cool. It's cool, let's say. What movie is that from? Yes. Thank you again. He says those voting machines are rigged and virtually impossible to clean up. Maybe so, but it's a combination of things. You also have to have the ballot harvesting and all that stuff, what they showed in 2000 Mules with people dropping off all these ballots in different places. It's a combination of fraud that's taking place. And when they're all working in unison, then we get a 2020. But even so, still not giving up, Leonard S. Mr. Comic 2009, he says, what up, home dog? How have you been? I've been doing good, man. How about you? Glad to see you here. Oh, how about you? J954. Once again, man. No. That's not J954. This is. Thank you. J954, thanks again, man. He says, I saw a doctor's name spelled fuck fat, no BS. That is hilarious. And I bet he is so sick and tired of people be like, that's your real name when he comes in the room. Fuck fat. Oh, man, that's hilarious. Truth is stranger than fiction. DJ John T, thank you for the super sticker, my friend. Good looking out. Oh, here, I want to show you this this goblin who wanted to have her 3-year-old assassinated. And you can look at her picture and tell that her parents were brother and sister. Like, her family tree has no branches. Look at that. Look at this stroke-faced bitch right here. Miami mom arrested for attempting to hire Hitman to murder her 3-year-old son. Is there a wood chipper big enough? Can we get him in there fast enough? Come on now. What other treatment does she deserve? You wanted to have your 3-year-old whacked? And you're dumb enough to go to a website to do it? At the very least, we should give you a hysterectomy. What the fuck? What? Come on, man. Taryn Lewis, what up, man? What's going on? Oh, what's up, man? The hell? Aaron M, 3-year-olds are pretty crazy. Ain't that fucking crazy? Come on, lady. a website for this? You fucking dumb bitch, you. 3-year-old. Out of here. You're out of here. People, make me your king. Make Jericho Green your king. And I promise you, you will have a clean, orderly, productive society. After much bloodshed, we will have what we want. Are you kidding me? What the fuck is wrong with these people? Oh, snap. All right, I got to go. I got my my interview with Mr. Billy Pena. Going to be talking about the shittiest governor you've ever heard in your life. That's right. Gavin banged your wife Newsom. Some of you might be from other states like, no way, Jericho, mine is worse. Nah, there's no governor worse than Gavin Newsom. Don't be ridiculous. Game Hinge Patriot, thank you for the 1776. He said, I heard someone say that song, Try That in a Small Town. It's just a simple PSA, public service announcement, a travel advisory. I agree. Yeah, that country star, man, that fucking country singer. He has a song called Try It in a Small Town, basically saying that, you know, small towns, they protect themselves. You know, you try that crazy shit over here, we ain't having it. Makes sense to me. It's the truth. And his song is number 1. So what does that tell you? It tells you the people want it. The people want it, let them have it. Just because you don't like it, fuck off. The people have spoken. They like it. And they've also spoken about Sound of Freedom. $85 million at the box office. $14.5 million budget. That is pretty damn good. I will take that any day. And we got one last one here from Mr. Comic 2009. Thank you. He says, is anybody else ready for Jesus to come back? Hey, man, bring it on. This shit. Well, give us a little bit longer. Let us try to fix it. Give us a little bit longer to right this ship. I have a feeling that the pendulum is going to start swinging in the other direction. And I apologize. I lied to you. I said one more from Mr. Comic 2009, but looks like we got one more. Thank you very much, Eric Hoptman. I hope I'm saying that right. I really appreciate it. Hey, JG, I wanted to say thank you so much for being our representative for free speech and consistently calling out the BS. Also, I want to become a member. Please, sorry for asking again. No problem, man. No problem. If you go to... Hold on, man. We gonna get this right. YouTube video sharing platform. So let me share this page with you right quick. Go there. Man, Billy's gonna be mad at me. Sorry. Gotta help the people. Okay, so if you go to my page, boom, up top, you know, home, video, shorts, blah, 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 you'll see membership. And then it'll show you what the members get to see, and then you can become a member there. So please do that. And if anybody in there who knows a more streamlined way to do it, please put it in the chat. But I thank you guys. Let me get over here with my man Billy Painter, hang out with him, and talk about the shittiest governor ever, which I love to do. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for your comments, your questions, your suggestions, your super chats, your time. Rome 13, where you been, girl? Wheezy, what up? Shout out to you all. Thank you again. This weekend, or tomorrow more specifically, Comic-Con, San Diego, largest Comic-Con in the world. Me, Gabe, Dean Kane, tomorrow night, 5 to 6 p.m., Basic Bar and Pizza, downtown San Jose. Please come and say what up. And worst case scenario, you hanging out with Dean Kane. All right? You were great. I was great. We were great. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Utilize the Linktree link. Get your ass over to JerichoGreen.net. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.